know what I'm saying? Shit, you know, this is the one and only, the Opinionated Podcast.
Yes, sir.
And I go by that nigga name Ace.
I'm Joe.
And hey, once again, nigga, with the Opinionated Podcast, we put that shit on everything.
Hell
and this
yeah.
is a special edition, you know what I'm saying? Because we record live from the Midwest Takeover, you know what I'm saying? And right now, you know, the first guest that we got tonight is the one and only DGainz.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Yeah, for sure. And like, you know, hey, like, and for those who don't know who DGainz is, you know, I feel as if like he's a pioneer from Chicago. You know what I'm saying? Hey, matter of fact, hit that door. Close that door, brother. Shit loud in the motherfucking excuse us.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I'm
loud. I ain't tripping though. I like that song.
Yeah, that song lit. But you know what I'm saying? DGainz, nigga, do you feel like you a pioneer? One of the pioneers from Chicago, because you help usher in the whole drill scene.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
Like, yeah, 100%. Do you feel like you get your credit when it comes to this shit, though?
I feel like I haven't in the past, but I feel like the tides is changing.
Yeah.
I got a few things up my sleeve that's gonna change a lot of things. You know, I'm working. I feel like the issue in the past, it wasn't about anybody else giving me my credit. It was about me giving me my credit. Me not, you know, taking initiative.
Yeah, that's strong,
you know
bro.
what I'm saying? Like me expecting everybody else to do my job for me. You know, and yeah, just things are a lot different now. I'm older, wiser. And forget giving me my credit. I have to, you know.
Nah, nigga, you need your credit and you need your flowers,
I don't need them
bro.
to give me anything.
Okay.
I work. I have to work for my credit, and a part of working is going out and getting that credit.
Okay.
That makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, because giving. Think about the word giving. You have to sit around and wait for people to give you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm tired of waiting on people to give me anything.
Right.
You know?
So tell me, bro, what you learned from starting this shit until now?
Exactly what I just said. Like, stop waiting for people to do anything for you.
See?
Like, you have to take an initiative. You have to be as. I feel like I've always been self-sufficient. But not all the way in the areas that I needed to be self-sufficient in. And that's the part in the credit part, you know, but that all plays a part in being, you know, confident and everything else that falls in line with that. So, you know.
Shit, and for those of y'all who don't know that might be viewing, you know what I'm saying, DGainz, he responsible for These Bitches Love Sosa.
Y'all.
You know what I'm saying? Don't Like, you know what I'm saying? He shot shit for Lil Durk, you know what I'm saying? All that shit, you know what I'm saying? And like, you know, that's why I was saying, like, you know, we out here, and I know you finna perform and everything, but that's why I was like, I want to get you in for a more in-depth. But like, you also an artist, you know what I'm saying? And you make decent ass music too, you know what I'm saying? Do you produce your shit?
Produce it, I engineer, I mix it, everything.
You know what I'm saying? And you shoot your videos for it. Like shit, before we got here, we was looking at that motherfucker She With The Shits. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all all had the mask on in them videos.
I shot that. I actually shot that a couple years ago, and I took it down because of some BS, but I just re-uploaded. I did it like maybe 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, it was some BS, man. And what type of BS you had with it?
Nothing worth talking about. Something that I left in the past. You know what I mean? Like, it was just any BS with me personally. It just be me in my own head.
Yeah. And you always been an artist prior to, you know? Yeah.
I've been an artist since 2003.
Yeah.
Since I was 15.
And like, it's crazy. I don't know if you remember or not, but you shot a video for one of the little homies, you know what I'm saying? The boy Illinois. We did that shit out the door.
I still talk to Illy.
Yeah,
that's
you know what I'm saying? That's my homie.
He one of the only artists who has ever shouted me out in interviews without me having to be around and You know, we got a lot of records together. We got a lot of history together. I still talk to Illy. I probably just FaceTime like a week or two ago.
Yeah, now, but you like, cause I kind of look at you like one of the godfathers when it comes to this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, Brody. Like, no disrespect to you though. Like, I know Brody saying like pioneer and shit, but like shit, bro. Like, I ain't really heard of your shit though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
You say hopefully shit y'all can put me on. You know what I'm saying? What's going on?
No, it's I feel like as far as my music goes, it hasn't been getting the recognition it deserves, in my opinion, because like me being where I'm from, I've always been cut from a different cloth. And what I mean by that is I've never been from the streets.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like in between everything that I was putting out that got the most recognition was the street stuff, and I put out stuff in between that that just breezed through and nobody paid attention to, and that's what I do. I've never been arrested a day in my life. I never sold drugs. I just shot a pistol for the first time last year in the desert, not at a person. Like, so me personally, I put out a lot of stuff that have to do with love on different frequency. It ain't love just a love song. Love is a lot of different frequency. Love is, you can hate a woman one day and love her the next, you know. So that's, you know, so people haven't all the way caught on and gravitated to what I'm doing personally. So I don't take it personal when people tell me. I used to,
Right.
you know, because I'm feeling like, man, I'm DGainz. I did all this and that. Y'all should have heard it.
Yeah.
But, you know, man, I put out on my own, and me, I don't know. I've lost count. There's over 20 visuals on my own.
Shit, so no, I ain't mean to cut you off,
you
but
good,
like
you
with
good,
you saying all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about the landscape of music that's going on within the city? By you saying you ain't never been arrested a day in your life, you just shot your first pistol and everything.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
how did you feel when it came to like you shooting some of the videos that you done shot over the years?
To be honest, when everything kind of like took off in like 2012, 2011, me looking back on it now, I feel like the word to put it is like ungrateful. Because it felt like it wasn't mine, it wasn't me. So when Keef and them blowing up, I'm getting millions of views, I'm like, it don't really feel good because it's not me.
Right.
I'm conforming.
Right.
Conforming to what's gonna give me the numbers, what's changing my life at the moment, but it's not me. So at the end of the day, the reason you haven't heard it because I went against myself.
Right. I mean, no shit. Ain't nothing against you personally, brother.
No,
I mean,
and I don't think
no. It's just shit. I mean, I don't really fuck with the city shit, kind of. You know what I'm saying? I don't really rock with the city shit. You feel me, bro? Bro, more in that tune. You know what I'm saying? But not me, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's all. So shit, just putting up on game. You feel me? I hear a lot of shit about you. It's good to put the face to the name, though, brother. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? No disrespect to the shit
putting
you
the
do.
face to it.
Feel me? But
So,
shit, I ain't gonna sit up here and rock with you. You know what I'm saying? Act like I don't know you, my nigga. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? Respect that shit.
No, I feel like that was an issue in the past too. Like, man, bro, I was so shy in the past. Like even tonight, I had to work myself up to get on stage. Like I got social anxiety.
Right,
you know?
I feel you, bro.
Like, so that's a lot of things. You know, people or men don't speak on like in the past. Like it was a confidence issue, anxiety. Like fuck, man. You know, I had people in my corner like, man, no, you should focus on the videos, don't do your music. But I was doing music back then. You know what I mean? I was producing, engineering, everything I'm doing now.
A jack of all trades. So where you from, brother?
From Southside Chicago, mainly like the low end.
The low end?
Yeah.
Okay. Like shit, you know what I'm saying? So like when you was getting started and this shit, like did you like let me ask you a for real question. You ain't gotta answer it if you don't want to,
I might
but
answer
like
everything.
Like shit, nigga, the first time you heard Don't Like and you was shooting that shit, did you fuck with that shit?
So, to be honest with you, I'm gonna tell you like this. I didn't hear the song I Don't Like until the day I shot I Don't Like. I showed up at the video shoot. I remember it was Lil Reese and somebody else. I don't remember who else it was. And I was like, hey, play the song for me. And they couldn't find it on the computer. And I was like, what's the name of the song? And Reese was like, it's called I Don't Like. I typed it in the search bar. It popped up, play it. And they like, man, we need bigger speakers. what I'm saying? Chop went and got his equipment. I didn't hear the song until the day I shot the song.
Okay.
So, bro, I was on autopilot. It was go mode.
Yeah. It was your idea to shoot everything and all that?
The manager who I hooked Keef up with, he called me like the day before or something, or the day of, and was like, man, I need you to come shoot this video for Keef.
Right.
I show up. They played me the song. I left to go get to the liquor store. I come back. They got the studio equipment going. Chop turned on the song. I turned on my camera.
Right.
That's how it legit went. He turned on I Don't Like. The scene in the video where you see SD and Keef shaking hands and shaking dreads, they didn't even know I was recording.
Yeah.
It was organic. It was historic. And you want to know the crazy part about it? After I shot the video, I went home and I was like, this is the worst video I ever shot.
Yeah. Why you say that, though?
From an artistic standpoint, it's like, man, I want to do so much more. Like, if you watch what I'm doing now, I felt like I always had the potential to do what I'm doing now, and I just felt like I have so much more to offer. Like, man, this ain't it. But it ended up being one of the videos that changed my life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah, you ain't lying, because you definitely got the talent, brother. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I said you a pioneer of this shit. I don't know if you recognize this shit or whatever the case is, but, like, you know, now we done, like, this like 10, 11 years later. You know what I'm saying? So let's fast forward a little bit. Now you got other guys out here. Like, you heard of 16 Shot? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I've heard of him.
Like, you know, he received a little bit of backlash from like Bam Bam Cabo, because I guess he was interviewing some motherfuckers, and you know, like, shit, they had to say he was a rat or whatever the case was. You know what I'm saying?
I seen it.
Yeah, and like motherfuckers was saying, like, you know, I guess people fuck with him, but at the same time, people probably don't fuck with him because he kind of look like he playing both sides.
But the 16 Shot him guy?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know him. I never met him or talked to him before.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, like, it ain't none of that bullshit. My question is, like, how do you feel about you being a video guy and you also being an artist and you fucking with other artists from around the city in general? Like, how do you feel those politics play into certain type of things? You know what I'm saying? Because, like, motherfucker, like, you might be shooting a video for this nigga, then you shooting a video with another nigga, but that nigga might be considered the ops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So how do you feel when it come to that, motherfucker saying you picking sides and shit like that? You ever had them type of issues?
Money is money.
That's my biggest issue.
Yeah.
I feel like that's why I don't have a relationship with the people I came up with, because of the side picking thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, people don't know, man, I ain't really spoke to Keef in 10 years.
Right.
I seen Lil Durk probably 3 times in the past 6 years. I mean, 10 years. And I think the issue has always been with the picking sides. But my thing is this: I knew everybody around the same time, or I met this person through this person, or this and it. Like, I don't gang bang, bro. I never understood it. You know, I ain't gonna knock nobody who do it, because that's their life. But I never understood it. I always seen talent, and I never picked a side, bro. We all from the same city. First video I shot for King Louis, Lil Durk was with me. First video I shot with Chief Keef, Lil Durk was with me. After I got done shooting the first Chief Keef video, I showed it to King Louis. Like, I wanted us all to be together. That was the plan. If you look at my page, I'm the only video director, whatever, with FBG Duck, Lil Durk, and Chief Keef on the same page. That's what I wanted. I met all these dudes when they was young. Lil Zay Osama, 12, 13, Keef 15, FBG Duck 15, 16. Met Durk when he was 15, 16. Like, I met these kids when they was young, and I didn't even know none of that shit was an issue.
Right.
And I wanted, man, I just wanted so much more for the city. You know, I was just I went to the United Center when Durk was out there, you know, and I got to see like a slight view of the vision of seeing how big that it became. You know, I chopped it up with Durk briefly, but man, I wanted so much more for the city. You know what I mean?
Right.
That was really the plan behind it all. You know, the gang banging was a gift and a curse. You know, it brought us together, but it also separated everybody.
Right.
You know.
So shit, you know, like right now, you know what I'm saying, with the way things are going. First of all, are you proud of what the other niggas are doing within the city? Some of those that you might have worked with, you know, or some of those that yeah, you know, pretty much that's my question. You know?
I love what Durk did, man. I like that what he did, man. That was a great look. Just bringing the city out and you know, giving other artists an opportunity. I think that was extravagant what he did. I feel like I got to see what started in a basement and in a studio in an old bathroom reach its peak. Like, man, I seen Lil Reese and we hadn't always seen eye to eye, and man, we hugged on stage. That made my night.
Yeah. Okay.
And I love what Durk did, man. I wish the best for him regardless of anything, you know.
Yeah. So shit, you know, like what, like for any shorties who may or may not be watching this, you know what I'm saying? Like, what's some of the things that you picked up over the years by being part of this shit that you feel that some of these shorties may or may not need to know, you know what I'm saying, to help them excel in whatever type of field that they trying to go into?
I would say just be honest with yourself and be honest with others. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta agree to disagree. I feel like that's what I've experienced. I was just thinking about it. I feel like I tolerated a lot of things in my past because of me worrying about the success of other things. You know what I mean? You gotta really be true to yourself. I've said in a few interviews, like, just trust your gut, trust your intuition. Just be realistic. Be realistic with them, whether or not. So I've dealt with in the past being honest with a person and them like shutting down, and you can't be afraid of that because of the opportunity that's present. You gotta be honest. These people need honesty.
Right.
I got people in my circle. I'll say some shit and they'll tell me like, nah, bro, that ain't it. And for a split second, I'll be like, what the fuck is you talking about? Like, I don't want to hit it. Then I'll be like, you know what? You right. You need people who gonna tell you the truth and give you a different perspective. So, honesty.
Yeah.
Don't lie to yourself. I barely lie, bro.
Yeah. So
honesty.
So with that being said, do you feel like it's a lot of dick riding and dick eating shit going on?
I mean, but that's the world.
That's the world?
That's the world. It ain't just music industry. That's the world. Yeah. But I feel like that's the position that a lot of people put us in. You know, you got to look at it from the perspective of somebody who, man, imagine, bro, struggling. You don't know then when next time you going to be able to pay rent and somebody put you in a position where it's like, fuck, do I take this opportunity or I be a real nigga?
Right.
Like, man, fuck you. I'm going to figure it out.
Right.
You know? So I'm just learning to be a little more empathetic with people's situation, and I might be stronger than the next person. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it might be a lot of dick eating, but then you got to damn near empathize with the dick eater.
Right. Shit, and that shit funny, because, like, I just seen a motherfucker earlier talking about it's a lot of old-ass, you know what I'm saying, gatekeepers within the city.
Yeah, for 100%.
You know what I'm saying? And they be blocking a lot of motherfucking blessings because, like, it ain't no money coming behind it or, you know, whatever else the case is. How you feel about that type of shit? You know what I'm saying?
I don't know him.
You don't know him?
I don't know him. I'm pretty sure it exists, but I keep to myself.
Yeah.
I created my own gate.
Yeah.
So that gate don't exist for me.
So we don't need them, you know what I'm saying?
I don't need them. And I feel like that's why I've caught a lot of the slack that I've caught, because it's like I didn't go into it thinking like, all right, there's a gate there. I didn't know that existed, but I created my own ladder. Yeah. You feel me? I created a ladder and I'm climb over the gate. I don't need no permission.
Yeah. And it's funny because like I be feeling like shit, everybody got social media and all that shit. It's just like you really don't need nobody to catapult you to that next, you know what I'm saying, situation. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, especially when it comes within the city of Chicago, I feel like, why do you feel like you need another nigga from the city to help you get to that point? Because I personally feel like a lot of motherfuckers that's still in the city, they still in the city for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't elevate to a next point. And it's just like, you can get your own shit, and I feel like everybody just pretty much leeching and latching on to the next motherfucker, the next hottest thing. the next up and coming. But you know what I'm saying? That's why I be feeling like a lot of the ass kissing and you know what's the real word for it? Brown nose and this shit come from.
You know what I think it is, and I'm speaking off of me being in it. A lot of these shorties, from the standpoint of the older people, like shame on you, you know. But the shorties don't have the answers, bro. I came up, bro. I ain't have a high school graduation. I ain't have no high school education. That's what I meant to say. I never had a job a day in my life. Yeah. So I had to figure it out my own way. I don't like authority, so I had to figure it out. And it's a lot of these shorties that don't know what to do, but they know they want it.
Right.
So then that's when it comes to the older people where it's like guide them the right way, you know. And that was my issue. I didn't have the answers, and I would put a lot of people in positions to guide me, and they would take advantage. So I feel like that's the biggest issue with this Chicago thing, and maybe anywhere else, but I ain't from nowhere else.
Right.
These older people, I feel like when this shit took off, they just seen dollar signs. They ain't seen people. Me, I was 23. When I seen what was happening to Keef, I said, hey, he need to finish school.
Right.
You know what I mean? I said, he need to finish school. And he need to do this and this and that. And shit just happened so fast. That shit just a veil over.
Right.
But that was always my thing. Like, I seen people first. When Durk got locked up, I was there. I'm on the jail phone. I'm at Keef court cases because I seen people before I seen anything else.
Right.
And I feel like the older people, you know, didn't see that. But then me getting older, right, I've had like thoughts of like, imagine you get older and you in a position where, and people human, bro. Imagine you be in a position where you feel like, man, I don't have the answers either.
Right.
And fuck, I gotta finesse. I gotta do what the fuck I gotta do because I got a shorty at home. You know what I'm saying? And that's not making excuses for him or playing devil advocate, but I'm just trying to figure out a way to understand why somebody would do us like that. Right. You know?
This shit all set up, man. You know what I'm saying? It ain't really made for niggas to win, you know what I'm saying? But it's a lot of niggas out here winning nowadays, you know what I'm saying? But, like, let me ask you this, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you personally feel about all this op rap ass shit? Because you seem like you the type of nigga that you know what I'm saying? You on your shit.
Yeah.
You ain't fucking with none of that other shit. But, like, how do you feel personally when it comes to all this op ass shit?
Man, I don't like it, man, because we really all family. You know, I be watching like the YouTube videos, and I be like, to be honest with you, I be learning more from the YouTube stuff than I do from being in the city. But you know what? The underlying thing that I be seeing, all these niggas used to hang with each other.
Yeah.
What went wrong where you feel like y'all need to kill each other? The op shit don't make sense. Y'all friends who don't know how to handle y'all emotions, where y'all took a life, now it's on a whole nother level where you don't even personally understand.
Right.
I've heard from friends who know friends that kill people, them niggas don't sleep. Cause maybe you don't sleep because you don't understand why you did what you did. You know, you couldn't control your emotions. You know, I don't get it. I've never killed a man, you know, so I can never understand it. But the op shit is another part of the confusion and the lie. I decided to stop doing the drill music, bro. I was sitting in Buffalo Wild Wings one day, legit, and fucking like Taylor Swift or something was playing over the intercom, and I said, bro, they don't play this shit to themselves. Why they ain't playing no NBA YoungBoy over in Buffalo Wild Wings?
Nigga, ain't play that shit in that motherfucker.
Yeah, because the frequency. I went to Disney World. They ain't playing none of that shit, but they feed it to us, and it confuse us. And these niggas going to kill each other off of this music, and I decided not to put that type of shit out no more because I understood that it was poisonous. My cousin got killed. He was 15 years old, shot 7 times. And
prayers to him.
Yeah, I decided that I didn't know until this year that he used to be with like PGF Nook and them, and PGF Nook had a song shouting him out. But it was like, man, it's all a lie, bro. You know, it's all a lie.
And this shit funny because like I was thinking earlier, I was like, nigga, when I was growing up, you know what I'm saying? Like I might be a little bit older than y'all, you know what I'm saying?
How old are you, bro?
Oh shit, I'm finna be 38, you know what I'm saying?
I'm 33.
You 33, yeah, so I got a little bit of years. But I remember growing up, like shit, nigga, when niggas was shorties and rapping, it was on that little Bow Wow shit. It wasn't on none of this PTF,
that's the shit I came up on.
None of that motherfucking FBG shit, none of that motherfucking GBE shit, none of that shit. Like niggas was rapping about girls, you know what I'm saying? And really that's it, that's all type of shit, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I feel like, you know, it used to be a point in time when you could be like, you know, if you can't blame rap on everything, you know what I'm saying? Because if you're going to blame rap on this, then blame the movies and all that other shit. But I be like, the difference in time is, it's like now you got niggas that's 15, 14, 16 rapping about switches and, you know what I'm saying, everything else. And,
they making it the popular thing. Like, I always say this, bro. Think about this, right? When you got these artists signing these deals, these are middle-aged men that's telling these dudes, that's okay.
Right.
These are grown men who done went through life, had children, and telling these dudes that it's okay to put out this type of music. They know exactly
they know better.
You know what I mean? Somebody just told me the other day, like, man, we don't want that. We want the shorties just putting the guns in the videos.
Right.
That's what the labels want.
The more guns, the better. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the shit right now.
It never was. See me. I gotta speak on this. That never was my plan to put any guns in videos. The second video I ever did for Keef was aimed at you. I have a version of the video that I never released that had so many guns in it. The second version didn't have any guns. I told him, hey, we have to reshoot this.
Right.
I don't want no guns in the video. I didn't want any guns in I don't like. But
right.
I didn't have enough footage to edit it out.
Right.
You know, that never was really my intention. If you look back then versus now, the shit wasn't even that aggressive. I Don't Like was a fun record, regardless of the tone and what he was speaking. It was a fun record. Love Sosa was fun. Shit I did with Louis, I'm a Hitter. That shit was more mellow tone than what you get now. You know what I mean? I feel like, man, our intentions want to destroy the community and the streets, man. We trying to make it out. And me personally, I feel like what shit shifted was when the Lil JoJo shit happened. Yeah. With the BDK, because before then it was all subliminal. It was never a blatant record out that existed like that. And I remember, bro, my phone broke. I didn't have a phone for like 3 days, and I got a new phone in the mail. I cut it on. It was like Lil JoJo was dead.
Damn, how'd that make you feel?
I knew everything was different from that day
boy, the city was different since then.
I knew it was different. I was scared. Not gonna lie to you, bro. I was scared. I was like, what the fuck is about to happen next? You know, I just really wish shit could have turned out different, because I always think about, remember that old MTV shit when all the Atlanta artists came together and took that big picture?
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. That's really what I wanted.
That shit won't never happen here, bro. There's too much hate here, bro.
That's what I wanted. That was the vision. That was the vision from day one, because that was before everything I did. That was the vision, and you know, maybe one day.
Yeah. So that was the vision then, but what's the vision now for DGainz?
And I'm really focused on myself, getting my story out, and everything that fall in line with that is just supposed to, you know.
Yeah. Now the gold teeth, them permanent, nigga.
Oh no, I can take these out, man. I ain't getting no permanent gold teeth, man.
Yeah.
I like
fuck up your teeth, bro. Don't fuck up your teeth,
man. I actually had tops too. I just lost them like a month or two ago. I lost them, man. Yeah. It's all good though.
Yeah. And what's next for DGainz?
I'm going to LA. I got a video shoot out in LA in like 4 or 5 days. It's up out there. I got something else planned. I don't want to give it away right now, but it's something huge. It's like a moment I really been waiting on. I want y'all to really wait on it, but it's coming in like 4 days. I got a lot of big things planned.
Hey, nigga, you gonna have to follow a nigga or something. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to follow each other, but like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Tell motherfuckers about your music. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what's the DGainz style? You know what I'm saying?
Man, I don't think I have a specific genre. It's just me and my life.
Yeah.
Whatever comes out, it's just that's what it is. You know what I mean?
And that shit some feel good music. I ain't gonna lie, like shit, nigga. You ever met T-Pain before?
Nah, but low key, people don't know this. That's how I came up with my name.
Yeah.
Like
Explain that.
DGainz is my name. Like my name is DGainz, and I went through a few different like names, but eventually I settled on DGainz because I was a fan of T-Pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
What, because it rhymed or something, or like?
Oh, it just made, I don't know,
it just
girl. I was so
made sense.
young, I can't even tell you exactly how I thought of it, but it just made sense. I thought T-Pain was dope, man. He was a producer and singing the same thing I wanted to do. So,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah, for sure. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna hold up too much of your time, because like I know you finna perform and everything in a minute. But like I appreciate you coming through. You know what I'm saying? And if we can link up with you again in the future, that'd be great as well. But
Yes, sir.
DGainz, I fuck with you, brother. And once again, you are a pioneer of this drill scene, whether you fuck with it or not. You know what I'm saying?
I fuck with
like,
it, man. It's part of my history. It just ain't drill to me.
Yeah.
We was making music. It ain't drill.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And like you said, you was just trying to get motherfuckers up out the hood, you
Yes,
know what I'm
sir.
saying? And the shit turned to whatever it turned into. So, you know, ladies and gentlemen, DGainz, you know what I'm saying? And we gonna come right back to y'all, you know what I'm saying? This is the Midwest Takeover, you know what I'm
Midwest
saying?
Takeover.
Yeah, the Opinionated Podcast. We put that shit on there.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.